Hello, sir. I'm Officer Murphy of Moline. The reason why I'm stopping you is you swerved into oncoming lanes a couple times. You're kind of swerving in between different lanes.
I ain't mean to do that.
Okay. And then, like, when you turn that corner, like, you almost clipped me because you came into, like, my lane.
I saw you.
Yeah. Do you have a driver's license, proof of insurance?
Nah, I don't get it. I live up the street. My insurance and all that shit. It's in my other bag. I live up the street, though. Every police officer know me.
Okay.
I don't get my registration. I got my insurance, though.
Okay. You have your insurance?
Yeah, I ain't from out here. You see, I'm using my map as I'm going on.
Okay.
I'm going to fuck with a bitch.
Okay, I got you.
I'm going to fuck with a bitch or whatever.
Where are you from?
Chicago. I've been down here like 5-6 months.
Would you mind just rolling this back window? Your tint's just so dark I can't see
the dark as hell.
Yeah.
So what I got arrested down for you for?
I just want to make sure there's no one in the back seat.
Ain't nobody back there.
No big deal. Okay. You said you don't have your driver's license on you?
Nah, I got him though. I'm valid though.
What's your first name?
Randy. R-A-N-D-Y. I'm trying to find this for you, man. I got you. 1 second.
All right, Mr. Can you step out for me?
For what?
We're going to have a conversation out here about the open container.
For what?
Okay, because there's an open container in your car. Okay, so I'm telling you to step out. All right, we'll pat you down, make sure you have no weapons.
That's cool, that's cool,
okay.
That's cool. All right, sorry.
What's this in your pocket?
I don't know, let me see.
Can I reach in there and grab it?
No, let me see first.
Okay, well, I'm not going to let you reach in there. Just keep your hands up, man. Is it just the keys? I can't tell what it
probably
is.
Probably, yeah. It's probably some keys.
Okay, can I just pull it in and make sure that
there's
keys, that there's no knives or anything?
Nah, I ain't got no problem.
That's a nice whip, man.
You want to drive it? Drive it.
Go fast. All right, hey, so since there's an open container, it's going to give me probable cause to search your car for other open containers.
You do your thing.
Okay.
I don't know about the car. Hey, could I put my shit in my pocket without y'all?
Yep, you're good.
It's peaceful. Hey, don't do that, man. How you doing that?
What?
How you do that?
What do you mean? How did I pop it?
Shit. I've been out like 9 months.
That's kind of a cool pop, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I've been out like 9 months. It is peaceful. It is. Take my time doing.
Have you ever been arrested before?
A million times, man.
For what?
Probably weed, goofy ass, miscellaneous ass, shit like that.
Do you have a FOID card?
Nah, I don't.
Okay. Tell you what, right now I'm just gonna detain you.
For what?
The gun in the back. Okay.
No gun in there.
There is. Okay, we'll figure all of it out here in a second, okay? End of the day, I'm not trying to take you to jail.
Boss man.
Okay, I just gotta figure everything out. We'll talk about some stuff, okay?
Let's
go ahead and put your hands behind your back for me. Stop. Get to the ground. Don't try to take off running, dude.
I'm not gonna run on
you. You just tried to.
Stop. All right, let me up, man.
No.
I'm done. All right, whatever. Let me up, bro.
Slow down.
I'm fine, bro.
There's a gun in the back. You try to run it.
Okay. Stop.
Why'd you try to run, dude? That's just dumb. You check. There's something in the pants pocket. We can send them over first.
There's a 20 over there. Alright, take my shoes off. You want to take them off?
We're okay right now. I'll come talk to you in a second, okay?
Alright. Murph, are you running for felonies?
Nothing in there. This feels like it's loaded. Can you grab me another bag? Oh, boys. Oh, boys. We might have just hit the jackpot, baby. Ooh.
There's a whole lot of something back there.
Oh, wow. That's a ton of coke.
You guys, there's so much, you can smell the coke, it's that strong.
He's also drunk and probably high on at least weed, but I mean, dude has at least a half a pound of coke and like a couple hundred rounds of ammunition, a drum. There's a Glock gun case, but no Glock.
He was messing around back there a lot. Back of the squad? Yeah.
Y'all put this seatbelt on me for me, huh?
We got to, man. Everyone.
That's goofy. That's why I shouldn't even been cool with y'all ass, man.
You gonna step out for me, boss?
Why is this handcuffs up front?
Why'd you move your handcuffs up front?
Why is your pants undone? Come on!
Stop.
Don't do it!
Man, what the f you gonna do, man? What's wrong with you, man?
What's wrong with you? Being cool with you.
Nah, you want being cool with me,
We're having a nice conversation. After the pool.
You done?
No.
Oh, shut the f up. You done? Stop pushing me, man.
Get in.
Randy, just have a seat, bud.
Stop pushing me, man, bro. Stop. Don't ever push me, bro.
Just have a seat, man.
What's wrong with you, man?
Just have a seat.
Can you please have a seat for us?
I will, sir.
All right.
Okay, let's go.
Don't do all that goofy ass shit. You must be a rookie, man. You're a goofy ass, man.
Put your feet in for me.
I ain't got no problem with it, bro.
All right, I appreciate it.
You must be a rookie or something, man. Get your goofy ass out of here, man.
All right. Right now, we're just gonna take you to the police department where you're gonna be interviewed by a detective, okay?
Will I be able to see the judge tomorrow or nah?
Yeah.
You know what time?
I don't.
When they give me a phone call and
Yeah, when we get there, you'll get some phone calls.
I appreciate it, man.
Hang on, I gotta take the seatbelt off of you.
Sorry, y'all. Hold on, bro. Hold on.
Stuck?
Yeah.
All right, take a couple steps forward.
Why'd you do that? So bend
So,
down.
so try to.
Yeah.
Pull him. Wait. Go. Wait. No. I ain't gonna work like that.
He got himself stuck trying to slip his cuffs in the front
I
again.
go on there. Take this off me, man.
Bro, you're going like that now.
Alright, take this off me.
Okay, that's now warm. How did you do this?
Take this off me, man.
We can't take it off. You
Alright, well, I'm gonna be
upstairs.
sitting here. It's gonna be a fucking
do this?
sitter. I don't know what the fuck it is. I'm gonna make your day a hard day like mine is. Y'all lucky y'all coming with that shit. Well, I'll never call slippers.
Stand up. We can't get to it when you sit down like that.
I got it. He got it.
Take one of them off.
I got 2 sets of cuffs on me.
Yeah, just grab the other one, remember?
Dude, if you get stupid, man, you're gonna end up getting hurt.
Man, if I get stupid, your mama gonna get hurt. What's wrong with you, man? You lucky you caught me.
All right.
Just front cuffing.
Yeah, I ain't on no goof ass shit, man. Wow, shit. We don't want that.
Upstairs. So you know this room is video and audio recording.
You slide your shoes off for now.
Alright, slide shit off. Take my shit off. Take them off.
Alright, sit down, I'll take them off.
You're not taking shit off me, man.
Slide the shoes off. Just slide the shoes off.
Stop. Be cool. Nobody's trying to beat you ass, man.
No.
What is it you...
I talk to you, big dog. Get the f out of my face.
Take the shoes off.
I'm telling you no. I talk to you, please.
What's the problem with the shoes?
Bro, get out of my face, man.
He's not in your
Have you guys
face.
checked the shoes? Okay, you gotta take the shoes
I'm
off.
gonna talk to
We
him.
have to check your shoes
I'm
before...
gonna talk to him.
Then talk to me. I'm right here.
I'm gonna catch another charge
Look
with
at
you,
me.
bro. I'm telling you, I'm gonna knock your ass straight out, bro.
Look at me.
I
I'm right
promise
here.
you I am.
I am right here.
Whatever size.
I have to check your shoes.
I let you take
Okay.
my shit.
All right, have a seat, bro.
Okay. I should knock your ass out.
No? No, you shouldn't have.
That's not the guy on the street you're talking. That's a totally different guy. The other guy is still out there.
Randy was arrested for possession with intent to deliver controlled substance, unlawful possession of a weapon, armed habitual criminal, and resisting arrest. He was cited for driving while his license was suspended or revoked, an uninsured vehicle, and improper lane usage. He was given no bond. Detective Lawrence interviewed Randy, and he took ownership of the cocaine, guns, and ammo. Each bag of cocaine tested positive. There was a total of 6 bags that altogether contained 361 grams of cocaine. There was $3,100 of cash placed into the evidence locker, along with 241 rounds of handgun ammunition for 3 different handguns, plus 18 rifle rounds, plus 7 Glock magazines, and a high-capacity drum magazine.
Tipped off through a confidential source. The tip alleged that a woman named Latasha Weatherspoon was repeatedly flying from California to Indiana in an effort to transport large amounts of crystal meth through commercial airline flights. However, Latasha's luck ended when undercover DEA agents observed her and 2 other women picking up suitcases and getting into a rental car from the airport. Here's what happened next.
Making the stop, 7350. They haven't come to a complete stop yet.
Morning, ma'am.
Morning.
How you doing?
Hi, Connie.
Not too bad. You got your license and registration with you?
Well, registration's a rental car.
It's okay. All right, just anything with a van or whatever.
I don't know
Are
where.
you in a hurry this morning? Are you heading somewhere?
Yeah, we're going to a funeral.
Oh, to a
I don't-
funeral.
Yeah.
Whose
Y'all know
funeral?
where we're at. PTSD Springs.
Okay. That might work.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. It's all right. Back at, I believe it's Bridgeport. When you come onto Washington Street, you roll through the stop sign, didn't come to a complete stop. I'll try to get you.
Please, I don't know nothing about it.
You're good. Give me just a second. Let me run everything. How we doing today? Thanks out for a second. Where y'all headed to? A funeral.
Yeah, we just landed and we don't know where we're at. The PTSD Springs.
They're supposed to take us to the gas station.
Where y'all coming from?
Airport.
Like, I get that. What state?
California, this is my cousin from Chicago.
Okay. Alrighty. How long y'all staying? Y'all got a ton of luggage.
A week.
A week? Okay.
Well, I'm staying a week. They're staying. We got a funeral to be at.
Okay, hang tight. Sit Good? Yep. Man, is this window rolled down?
I don't know.
You got one back here too. Go ahead and step out of the car for me.
What am I stepping out the car for, sir?
Dog indicated. Go ahead and step out of the car for me.
Okay, what?
Step out of the car for me. Step out of the car. Just keep your hands where I can see them. You can leave everything in the car. Turn around, face that way. Put your hands on your back. I'll explain everything here in just a second. You're not under arrest at this time. Go ahead and step out of the vehicle for me. Please, go ahead and put your phones in there for me for a minute.
I don't know what's going on.
So, all right, I got a narcotic dog, and he alerted that there's a presence of odor. Just put your phones down.
Yeah, I'm like, can I record whatever it is?
Yeah, you can record whatever you want. You can put it on record, but I asked you to just leave it there.
Going on.
You ain't got no weapons on you, nothing like that?
Anything on
Okay, all right, just turn around for me real quick. You're not under arrest. You're not under arrest. You're just being detained, okay?
Oh, why am I being detained?
Because my dog alerted on the vehicle that there's a presence of narcotics. Yeah, you did. All right, step on back here for me. I'm gonna put you next to this car because it's warm, okay? You just put your hands on the hood, keep your hands warm. That's it. I'm going inside. Step back here. Yep. Just put it right there. Let a little bit of heat come out of there because it is cold out. I'm gonna have you step out, okay? You ain't got no guns, nothing like that?
No, sir.
Okay, go ahead and step out for me. Cuffs? Yeah, I'd use my second. You got your second? No, I don't.
Why am I being handcuffed?
You're just being detained. You're not under arrest, okay?
Why am I being
My dog alerted on the vehicle that there's a presence of narcotics. So we're going to search your vehicle. If there's nothing in there, then y'all are free to go.
illegal search? It's illegal search.
Yeah, in Indiana, if a police dog alerts on a vehicle, that's probable cause to search the vehicle. Is there anything in the vehicle that should be in there? All right, read them, Miranda, first. Are we going to find anything illegal in the bags? Not that you know of?
I only have a camera.
You only have a carry-on? Okay. So my dog, he is trained on 6 odors of narcotics: cocaine, crack, heroin, ecstasy, meth, and marijuana. With this being a rental car, fairly new, I'm assuming there's no odor in the vehicle other than what you all brought into it.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Can I talk to you real quick, please? I'm sorry. Where you guys coming from?
They're coming from LA. One is from LA. I think she's from Ohio. We're just going to Kentucky for Walmart.
How do you know them?
That's my cousin, and that's the person that died. That's his girlfriend.
That's what?
Girlfriend, the person that died.
Okay. You in relation to the girl up there?
That's the girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. Are you
Are
you related to that person up there?
That's my cousin. No.
Okay. When's the funeral?
Huh?
When's the funeral?
It's today.
Oh, today? Okay. Hang tight for me right here. How do you know the other two?
We're family. We're like really close friends.
Okay. Who was it that passed away?
Our cousin. We call him our cousin.
Oh, okay. How do you know her up there?
Cousin.
When's the funeral?
In 2 days.
In 2 days? Okay. All right. So you got time. So we're not delaying you too long. I just don't want you guys to be late or anything.
Weed, I smell it. I can smell it now. Here, grab that corner and pull. No. Oh, something just dropped. Tampon. That's heavy though. I don't know if that's weed or not.
Can't all be weed.
That's crystal.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh boy, that's a bunch of crystal. So we're good on this bag. I got everything there. Oh man, that's heavy. Got it. That one came out of that. I need to get a picture of that one came out of there. Take a picture real quick for you. All right. That, my dear, is crystal meth.
All right. So here's the deal, okay? I don't know if you see, but they're getting bundles of narcotics out of bags, okay? I talked to other people, and they claim the other bags aren't theirs, okay? Here's the thing. I understand sometimes people, they get into a money situation where, hey, they get down on luck or whatever, so they feel like they need to do something. That doesn't mean somebody's a bad person. I just want to know what your story is.
My story is, my father is in law enforcement. I grew up buried in a sheltered community.
So what happened today?
Today, just with my cousins, going to a funeral.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop you right there, okay? The funeral story is BS, because I talked to everybody individually, okay? Nothing matches up, all right? So we can start over. What's going on today? Because you know and I know that's not true, okay? So how'd you end up here with a bunch of narcotics?
I just came with my cousins.
You came with your cousins?
Mm-hmm.
So where's the narcotics going? Because that's what I'm concerned about now.
I have no idea.
Okay, so how'd you end up here? Are you getting paid to bring this? You getting a little bit, I'm sure?
I literally don't know what else is going on.
Are you getting paid or anything? Or?
No.
Because they're claiming all these bags are yours.
No.
Okay? All right.
That's not the case.
I need to get a good picture. Yeah. That's kind of meth, bro.
So question.
Yes, ma'am.
They said it's drugs in her luggage. Does that affect everybody?
You said what now?
The guy just told me that is crystal meth in her luggage, right?
There was crystal meth in every one of the suitcases.
Yeah, but the guy, none of that is mine. Like they told them I have all orange bags. Does that affect me?
To be honest with you, I don't know. It's going to be up to the courts.
I'm a parent. Yeah, I don't do that. Wait, so I'm being arrested?
I don't know if you're being arrested or
I'm
not.
like, I don't have it. They just went through all my stuff. I don't do drugs. I don't do anything. Drugs kill my brother. I don't do this. I'm a mother.
Were any of the big bags, the girl that's up in the front?
They're hers because she's there for 2 weeks and she wanted to check free.
What's her name? Aunt Christine Enriquez.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 of the big bags are hers.
Christine Enriquez. Marlene Richardson.
Yeah, all of the bags I tagged to all of us so that she could get free stuff. It's hers in there. She can only take 2 bags free and she's staying for 2 weeks.
I got you.
Only thing mine is orange luggage. I told you guys that when you first put us over.
Okay, so this one is hers.
They're all hers. Her clothes. Look at the size.
Well, this one's tagged
yeah, because
Marlene
she wanted
Richardson.
to check free. She needed to check extra stuff. She's staying 2 bags a piece, so we let her check. But only thing that's mine is that and my Fashion Nova outfits and orange stuff.
Okay.
I don't have anything with me. I don't do whatever that is they do. I don't know.
What name's that one? Latasha. Okay.
What's that?
Can I call my mom?
No. Everybody's saying this crap's not theirs. Okay, that's fine. So they can, because she's trying to say, yeah, that's her name, but she was using it for free luggage or whatever. Problem is your name's on it. So
also for free luggage, then the dope's in the middle of the luggage.
Right.
So we know which bags the dope came out of,
Yep,
right?
yep. I got each ID with phones, whose is whose.
Plus it's on camera.
So each person had dope in their bags.
They all had their name. One of them had dope in them, right?
Yep.
100% sure.
Name.
And different names, different names, all of them, right?
Yep,
so
yep.
all of them have a bag with their dope in it.
Yep.
They all said that they're going to a funeral. However, when I asked them the day of the funeral, they all gave me different days. She said tomorrow. One of them said tomorrow. I have to double look the camera. One of them said 2 days, and one of them said today. And then the other one's like, well, the wake's today. One of them identified all themselves as cousins. I just said their stories were inconsistent.
Yeah, the driver told me that they were cousins two in front, and now they're friends, right?
Yeah,
I don't do this. I'm a public figure.
What's
Got
your,
2 million followers on Instagram. She been talking to that man for 30 minutes. I know police. When a police officer like take the liking to one person and keep talking, it's because that's the one that's gonna talk.
Oh.
I was trying to get the bald-head dude attention.
That dude on the right?
Yeah.
You need him for something?
What I'm finna say, I can't say on a f***ing body cam.
You want to talk to him again?
Hey, your body cam is gonna get. I can't have this on record.
Let me. Yeah, I'll bring him back. Hold on.
Them people who start with a C, you read between the lines? The people who start with a C?
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Give me a second.
Thank you.
No problem.
Hi.
Hey, they said they want to talk real fast?
Yep. Well, I didn't want to talk to them because they have body cam and my safety matters.
Right. Now's your shot.
So, if I told you that there were more people coming to them with way more what happens?
That's good. Anything you can tell me would be cooperative. If you knew where they were taking it, that would be good.
No, I don't. But I know that she has previous dealings with people who start with a C from Mexico.
Okay.
And
she being Tasha.
Yeah.
So she has ties to the cartel. Tasha or Tasha does?
Tasha does. If somebody come talk to me, I can give them
that.
that, and I know who else they was meeting. I know who else was coming because they were dropping me off and going to meet these people. I was going to my Airbnb. I can give you all of that. Will I be home by Christmas?
Where's it coming tomorrow?
SDF.
Okay, Louisville. That's SDF, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Do you know who's bringing it?
Yep.
Okay, let me get on the phone. Hold on.
Good morning.
I'm Sean.
Hi, Sean. How are you?
My name's David. It's Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Again, Sean, Dave, law enforcement. You got 100 pounds of crystal methamphetamine in some bags. It's 3 of you guys. State police called us here. So how did the bags get in your car?
I don't know what's in there.
You were the driver of the car.
Yeah, I don't know
correct?
what's in their bag.
You don't know what's... So those bags are not yours, they're theirs.
They're theirs.
You had no idea?
I had no idea I was driving with that in my car.
Carrying
I don't
the
see
bag
who's. I don't. It's
Nothing.
not mine.
But, okay.
Has nothing to do with me.
Nothing to do with you. You didn't see anything. You don't know anything. Well, okay. We're going to move to the next car.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
You're welcome.
The substances later tested positive for crystal meth and weighed over 112 pounds. Latasha Weatherspoon, Marlene Richardson, and Christina Enriquez were then all charged with a felony count of dealing meth weighing 10 or more grams. Delta Airline passenger flight records showed that Weatherspoon has transported drugs through the Indiana airport at least 7 times in 2023. Christina also confessed that Weatherspoon paid her between $1,000 to $2,000 per trip, leading prosecutors to believe Latasha was the leader behind this scheme. Latasha and her crew face up to life in prison if they're convicted.
Welcome to Audit the Audit, where we sort out the who and what and the right and wrong of police interactions. This episode covers freedom of movement, reasonable suspicion, and identification laws, and is brought to us by Insanity's Edges channel. Be sure to check out the description below and give them the credit that they deserve. On June 4th, 2021, an unidentified individual, who we will call Mr. Bill, was sitting in his vehicle in a residential neighborhood in East Tennessee while playing a GPS-based game. Corporal Gallo of the Blount County Sheriff's Department approached Mr. Bill's vehicle and began to question him about what he was doing. Mr. Bill informed Corporal Gallo that he was playing a game and asked him to turn on his body camera to capture the interaction. When Corporal Gallo responded that he had left his body cam at the office, Mr. Bill began to record the incident himself.
We've had thefts in this community, okay? You can do that if you want to.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Careful. We've had thefts in the community, okay? And you don't live here.
Do you have a reasonable suspicion?
The reasonable suspicion is that the possibility that you could be a thief in this area.
I have explained to you what I'm doing.
I want to know who I'm dealing with. You could be an axe murderer. Okay.
So could you?
Yeah. No, not in my uniform.
Yes,
I'm
you
at
could.
work. No.
No. There have been plenty of cases where officers have broken the law.
Okay.
Let's not pretend. Nobody is perfect.
I'm not breaking the law. I'm asking you for your so you can show me your identity, and I can walk away from here and give you your identification right back to you, and we'll be done.
Are you issuing me a
Not right
civil
this second.
citation?
No, not this second.
Am I being detained, or am I free
You're
to
not
go?
being detained. You can leave if you want to, yes.
Okay, thank you. But if I'm free to go, I'm free to stay.
No, you're not free to stay.
Corporal Gallo tells Mr. Bill that he is free to go, implying that he is not being detained, but that he is also not free to stay, essentially ordering Mr. Bill to leave the street. However, police officers cannot constitutionally require individuals to leave a public place in most circumstances. In the 1999 case of Chicago versus Morales, the U.S. Supreme Court held that a Chicago city ordinance prohibiting criminal street gang members from loitering in any public place violated the Due Process Clause of the 14th Amendment because, among other reasons, quote, it provides absolute discretion to police officers to decide what activities constitute loitering. In reaching this decision, a plurality of the court also recognized that, quote, as the United States recognizes, the freedom to loiter for innocent purposes is part of the liberty protected by the Due Process Clause of the 14th Amendment. We have expressly identified this right to remove from one place to another according to inclination as an attribute of personal liberty protected by the Constitution. Indeed, it is apparent that an individual's decision to remain in a public place of his choice is as much a part of his liberty as the freedom of movement inside frontiers that is a part of our heritage, or the right to move to whatsoever place one's own inclination may direct. However, there are some instances where officers can order citizens to leave or disperse from public property. For example, Section 39-17-305 of the Tennessee Code states that, quote, a person commits an offense who, in a public place and with intent to cause public annoyance or alarm, refuses to obey an official order to disperse issued to maintain public safety in dangerous proximity to a fire, hazard, or other emergency. And Section 39-17-307 criminalizes intentionally, knowingly, or recklessly disobeying, quote, a reasonable request or order to move issued by a person known to be a law enforcement officer, a firefighter, or a person with authority to control the use of the premises to prevent obstruction of a highway or passageway, or maintain public safety by dispersing those gathered in dangerous proximity to a fire, riot, or other hazard. However, in this situation, Corporal Gallo seems to order Mr. Bill to leave simply because he does not want him to be there, which a court would almost certainly find was a violation of the 14th Amendment.
Yes, I am.
Because
is this a public street?
You're suspicious in this area.
Okay.
I don't know if you're getting ready to go in this lady's house and steal anything.
You have approached
or this lady's house or anything.
You have approached me.
You want to leave?
You have approached me.
You got one or two options. You can leave.
You have approached me, and I have explained what I am doing. I am playing a game on my phone. So
That's
you think
just
I'm a
your
liar?
Excuse.
So I'm a liar then.
Let me tell you this, okay? You're saying I deal with 90% of the worst people, 90% of the time, 10% worse people, okay?
Yes, yeah, I understand. Your sense of trust is gone completely.
No, it's not there.
But I'm asking you to obey the law. I'm asking you to obey the law.
I am obeying the law.
No, you are not. You do not have a reasonable, articulable suspicion.
Yes, I do.
What is your reasonable, articulable suspicion that I am about to commit, have committed, or will commit a crime?
You are in an area.
What is your reasonable, articulable suspicion that I have committed, will commit, or about to commit a crime? No, sir, I'm not.
Stay there. Now you're in violation of traffic law. On top of being in a neighborhood where you don't live. You live on Ridge Street, right?
Which traffic law am I in violation of, sir?
You're violation of registration right now.
How so?
Because this is on a white minivan and the tag comes back to a green car.
Well, I can't. That's what we were issued. But if I'm in violation, please issue me a citation.
Let me see your registration, proof of insurance, and ID.
Can I get in my thing?
Yep, go ahead. All I want to do is make sure you
I understand that, okay. But what does my ID have to do with making sure the area is safe?
Okay.
Is the area any more safer now that you've identified me?
Yes, and I'm going to tell you how.
Okay.
The explanation that I'm fixing to give you is the reason why I do what I do. Okay, this area, now that I have your ID, the area, if something does happen, something could happen, there's a possibility of an already known suspect now that was in the area prior to anything happening. So if something happens tonight or the next day or something like that, who's the strange people in the area. That would be you, okay?
Corporal Gallo explains to Mr. Bill that he wanted to ID him as a potential suspect in case any criminal activity was to occur in the next couple of days. While it is not illegal to sit in your car while parked in a legal parking spot in a neighborhood where you don't live, it could be considered suspicious under certain circumstances. In the 2007 case of U.S. versus Wilson, the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals held that because, quote, there is nothing about being seated in a car which is itself suspicious. The fact that a person is seated in a vehicle does not create a different test. Instead, it is, quote, simply a relevant consideration under the totality of the circumstances. It in no way changes the overarching constitutional analysis. The fundamental inquiry in determining whether evidence is admissible is whether, in light of the totality of the circumstances surrounding the seizure, it was reasonable for law enforcement personnel to proceed as they did. However, Corporal Gallo's argument that he needed to identify Mr. Bill based on the possibility of a future crime occurring does not seem to comport with the Terry stop framework, which allows officers to detain an individual on a reasonable suspicion that, quote, the individual is involved in criminal activity, or, quote, that criminal activity may be afoot. Casing a home for a later invasion would be considered criminal activity, but there is no objective evidence that this is what Mr. Bill was doing. In the 1979 case of Brown versus Texas, the Supreme Court held that the application of a Texas stop and ID statute when the police officers did not have reasonable suspicion of a crime was unconstitutional, stating that, quote, the Texas statute under which appellant was stopped and required to identify himself is designed to advance a weighty social objective in large metropolitan centers, prevention of crime. But even assuming that purpose is served to some degree by stopping and demanding identification from an individual without any specific basis for believing he is involved in criminal activity, the guarantees of the Fourth Amendment do not allow it. When such a stop is not based on objective criteria, the risk of arbitrary and abusive police practices exceeds tolerable limits. Applying this standard, a court would likely find that Corporal Gallo did not have sufficient evidence to reasonably suspect that Mr. Bill was engaging in criminal activity, particularly after Mr. Bill explained he was just playing a GPS game.
We will come and talk to you. We will commit an
Well, that's fine. Why don't you come and talk to me when you have suspicion of an actual crime?
Sir,
Sitting on the side of the road is not suspicion of a crime.
Yes,
this is a road. What crime is sitting on a public road?
Do you know anybody in this subdivision?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Okay. Why aren't you sitting in front of their house?
Because I already sat in front of their house. I explained to you this is a GPS game. You understand GPS, I know.
I understand GPS, and I understand people doing all these games. But if you want to be hard with me as far as
I'm not trying to be hard. I want you to obey the law.
I am doing the law.
No, you as a corporal.
My duty.
Bull. As a corporal,
I'm glad you know my job better than I do.
I don't know your job better than you do, but I do know the statute for identify. I was not committing
The statute for identifying yourself is anybody over the age of 18 has to have a document in their possession of who they are at all times.
But I don't have to give it to you.
When you are asked and requested by a officer,
unless you are issuing me a civil or a criminal citation, then this is Nazi Germany.
I can ask for your identification at any given time.
Sure, you can ask for it, but I'm not legally required to give it to you.
Corporal Gallo and Mr. Bill argue over when individuals are required to provide identification to a police officer, with Mr. Bill claiming he only needs to show ID if he is being issued a citation or civil warrant, and Corporal Gallo alleging that everyone over the age of 18 must carry identification at all times and present it to a police officer upon demand. Mr. Bill is referring to Section 7-3-505 of the Tennessee Code, which states that, quote, when any police or peace officer of a metropolitan government asks the violator for identification for the purpose of issuing a citation or civil warrant to that person, the failure to produce or give such identification shall be grounds for the violator to be arrested. However, Section 55-50-351 of the Code also states that, quote, every licensee shall have the licensee's license in immediate possession at all times when operating a motor vehicle, and shall display it upon demand of any officer or agent of the department or any police officer of the state, county, or municipality. It's important to note that officers can always request that an individual provide their identification consensually without violating the Constitution, but can only order an individual to provide ID under certain circumstances. For example, in the 2000 case of State versus Daniel, the Supreme Court of Tennessee explained that, quote, Courts have consistently held that the Fourth Amendment is not implicated and no seizure occurs when police approach an individual in a public place or in a parked car, ask questions, and request a search, so long as police do not convey a message that compliance with their requests is required. Nonetheless, under Tennessee law, operating a motor vehicle is not limited to driving it, as Section 55-50-10243 of the Tennessee Code defines an operator as any person who, quote, drives or is in actual physical control of a motor vehicle upon a highway. Therefore, the Supreme Court of Tennessee noted in the 1993 case of State v. Pulley, quote, a police officer may approach a car parked in a public place and ask for driver identification and proof of vehicle registration without any reasonable suspicion of illegal activity. While the court would likely find that Mr. Bill needed to present his driver's license to Corporal Gallo upon demand because he was in actual physical control of a motor vehicle, Corporal Gallo's contention that every adult in Tennessee must carry identification documents and present them upon an officer's request is completely unfounded. While drivers do need to carry a license with them when operating a vehicle, there is no general law that citizens must carry identification with them at all times. Additionally, outside the context of operating a motor vehicle, Tennessee law only allows officers to demand identification when issuing a citation or civil warrant, and officers in any state can only constitutionally order individuals to identify themselves if they have a reasonable suspicion that the individual is involved in criminal activity.
I'm happy you feel that way. Have a good afternoon, sir.
Thank you. You
Please
too.
move on.
If I'm free to go, I'm free to stay.
I'm going to ask you to leave this
Are you
area,
asking?
please.
Are you asking me or ordering me?
I'm asking you to leave the
Are you
area.
asking me or ordering me?
I'm asking you to leave the
If
area.
you are ordering me, I will leave. If you are asking me, I would stay. I'd like to stay.
order you? I'm ordering you to leave the area.
Thank you very much. I will certainly leave.
After Corporal Gallo ordered Mr. Bill to leave, Mr. Bill complied and drove away. That same day, he posted his footage of the incident on his YouTube channel, where he indicated that he will be following up with the Office of Professional Standards. It is unclear whether Mr. Bill will be pursuing any legal action regarding the incident. Overall, Corporal Gallo gets an F for displaying a fundamental misunderstanding of reasonable suspicion, blatantly misinterpreting the identification laws of his state, and for forcing Mr. Bill to leave a place that he was within his rights to be. Like many officers, Corporal Gallo built his determination of reasonable suspicion on assertions that do not comport with the court's modern understanding of reasonable suspicion. An unfamiliar presence in a location may be interpreted as somewhat suspicious, and it could very well warrant observation by a member of law enforcement. However, rarely does such conduct amount to the degree of suspicion necessary to detain and identify a citizen. If Corporal Gallo was concerned that Mr. Bill might be a threat to his community, then simply observing him from a distance would likely have rendered enough information to conclude that Mr. Bill was not involved in criminal activity. Simply existing in a public place is not indicative of criminal behavior, and neither is it associated with a location's past or future criminal activity. Corporal Gallo's assertion that Mr. Bill could be linked to past or future crimes that occurred in the area was both factually inaccurate and legally baseless, and he turned what could have been an opportunity to have a positive encounter with a member of the public into a full-scale detention and forced identification. Mr. Bill gets an A+ for challenging the officer's assertions without becoming overly aggressive, maintaining a calm and collected demeanor throughout the interaction, and for peacefully complying with the officer's lawful orders. Mr. Bill was well within his rights to park his vehicle on a public street and play games without being disturbed, and he initially offered a legitimate explanation of his actions to the officer without compromising his rights. It wasn't until Corporal Gallo mentioned the registration violation that Mr. Bill was willing to surrender his identification, and at that point, he was legally obligated to. Mr. Bill did a fantastic job balancing his civil liberties with the lawful demands of the officers, and he demonstrated a thorough understanding of the First, Fourth, and 14th Amendments. As Mr. Bill explained in his original upload, he does not proclaim to be a First Amendment auditor, which makes his assertive demeanor and authoritative dialogue that much more impressive. I commend Mr. Bill for staying calm under pressure and for setting himself up for a good case later in the courtroom. Be sure to give your support to the Insanity's Edge YouTube channel. You can find a link in the description below. Let us know if there's an interaction or legal topic you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out my second channel for more police interaction content.
Seatbelt.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing? So I'm Deputy Gank, the Sheriff's Office. The reason I'm stopping you is your passenger doesn't have her seatbelt on. Yeah, so that's why. But if everything's cool, I'll just write you a warning, and I'll get you on your way. Yeah. You have your driver's license on you?
No, I don't have it. Listen, can you look my name up?
Do you have one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I should be able to do that. Here, do me a favor. When the light goes green, let's go ahead and pull off here so we don't get into an accident or anything, so we're all safe. And I'll follow behind you and we'll deal with it there. All right. Does this open or roll down? Hi.
Oh, I'm getting the warning?
Like, yeah, you didn't have your seatbelt on, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Alrighty, you have your driver's license on?
I don't have it because I'm from Michigan. I'm visiting.
Alrighty, you have a picture of it?
No, I have like my name and stuff.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. You guys have medical marijuana cards?
No.
Okay. It smells like weed in here. Do people smoke weed in this car?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Is there anything illegal in the car?
No.
Okay. Alright. So what's your first name?
My name is Rosa Nixon.
Is that R-O-S-A?
Yes.
What's your birthday, Rosa?
September 9th, 2001.
Alrighty. And you're from where?
Michigan.
What brings you down here?
My mom lives here.
Okay. Alrighty. Whose car is this?
This is my mom's.
Okay. Alright. Yeah. So is it just weed in the car, or if it's just weed, I'll just take it for destruction?
No, we don't have any others.
So who smokes in the car?
Like,
Listen, so like I don't care about weed. If there's weed in the car, I literally will take it and put it into evidence for destruction and no one gets in trouble.
yeah.
Okay, so
like it's been smoked in before, but we didn't have any on us. We were actually going to the hospital for a COVID test.
Okay, alrighty. So when was the last time weed was in here?
Like yesterday, probably.
Okay. There's nothing in your purse, there's nothing in this car, nothing like that.
Oh, I didn't bring my purse probably.
Would it be okay if I took a look real quick? Is it okay if I hang on to it?
My purse?
Yeah, just hang on. Okay. So that's why it smells like weed?
My purse does.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it.
Hmm?
I'm looking at it. See it down there?
Oh, then this is a little bit. I'm sorry, I didn't even know that was in there.
Cool. All right. Well, let's hang out a second.
All right.
What is this? Is this the stuff? Oh, I'll be able to pull it up. I should be able to do that. Okay. So it's just a little bit, like I said, you're cool with me, no big deal. I'll take it, and then I'll just have you sign a receipt as the owner of it, and then I have to take it and put it in for destruction.
I'm a driver, so I don't know. She's old. She has the license, but she was driving it.
99. How old are you? You're over 21, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's fine then, yeah.
So she'll have to drive, right?
No,
you're permit?
fine. You're fine.
Okay.
How old are you?
I'm
How old is she?
I'm 22.
Okay, and you're how old?
I'm 20.
Okay.
I was just saying because I'm a permit driver.
Okay, alrighty. So I'm gonna just bring someone else because it smelled like weed and I see weed. So you guys aren't in trouble or anything like that. I'm just gonna take a look through the car in a minute. Okay. It gives me probable cause to search the car. Again, you guys aren't in trouble.
Okay.
If it's just weed, and I'm just doing what I'm doing. Alrighty. So in the most, just relax. You know what I mean? I know it can be stressful, but I'll give you a warning, right? And then you're not getting in trouble for that. Okay. Just give me a sec. 325 something.
225.
Hey, you send me another, please.
I do have something.
What is
I
it?
didn't know my bag was in there. It was
Nice time. I'll hang on to the bag.
Central Worthia. Timmy and me in Port Charlotte Boulevard, Charlotte State.
Is that it? That's all that's in the car, right?
That's what we thought. Hell.
Yeah, I really forgot I had that.
Fine. Just don't want any surprises or anything.
I don't want no more either.
I mean, is everybody? Yeah.
That's the only bag.
Okay. You know what gave you away about the weed or about anything? You were staring so hard at my car for some reason.
Nah, I was on the phone. I looked back and I see it.
Nah, well, it's like a subconscious thing. I don't know. Copy, one more.
Go ahead.
Black female out of Michigan. Last name Nixon. Nora Ida X-ray Ocean Nora. First name Rosa. Robert Ocean Sam Adam. Middle S for Sam. Date of birth 9/9 of 2001. 9/9 2001. Copy. Do you have a license at all? They're saying they can't find you.
Middle name for her?
No, I just have like a permit.
What do you mean?
Well, because like in Michigan, that's.
Stand by.
I don't actually like because I took like in Michigan it's different. I took
Rosa R-O-S-A.
I don't spell your whole name. September 9th.
Of 2001.
Such a copy, thank you.
Just had some blood in the car. So.
Okay.
That's that. I'll just do a copy of your receipt.
Okay.
All right. Well, if you guys don't mind stepping out real quick, and let's go through this.
Nobody's got marijuana cards or anything like that? Okay. Just come on back over here. You guys can just lean up on the front of his car if you would.
Five Central. I got full name.
This?
I don't think this is my full name. Charlene Rosa Sharon Nixon.
Charlene.
Rosa Sharon Nixon.
How do I spell your first name?
CHARLENE.
And then your middle initial is, or two
Rosa.
middle names?
It's
Rosa.
Charlene Rosa Sharon Nixon.
Is it Charlene hyphen Rosa or?
No, not. I don't know. No, it's just Charlene Rosa Sharon Nixon. That's how my mom.
So what's your first name?
Charlene.
And your middle names are Rosa Sharon.
Nixon. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. 225 Central.
225.
You mind just hanging out right here? I don't want you guys walking around a whole lot, all right?
Excellent. We're running it all kind of ways. I'm getting out of Michigan or out of Florida.
You got a debit card, anything proving who you are?
Who owns the car?
My mom. She was just taking me to go get a COVID test.
Okay.
You gotta have you gotta come back somehow. You're 20 years old, you know what I mean?
I'm visiting from Michigan.
Right, but we're running it out of Michigan and there's no record of that name and date of birth out of Michigan.
Where's my mom from?
Does she have a driver's license for you?
No, not for me, but
Do you have a valid driver's license?
no.
No, you don't.
No.
Okay. She doesn't have a DL, she's telling me.
So it's just gonna be no DL ever issued then, sounds like.
Did you ever go through the driving test and get a license or anything?
I did like some of the written tests. That's why they told me I had one.
So you were never issued a actual learner's permit and you were never issued a actual driver's license, correct? So you have no form of any sort of driving, right? Okay, so you shouldn't be driving at all. Okay.
And there's no other drug, just a little bit of weed. He told me no, nothing, just some weed, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. That we can work with. A little bit of weed's a little bit of weed. All right, so don't be nervous about the weed. As long as there's no meth or anything bad like that in the car. Well, I'm just saying, you know, like that's what's killing people. That's the big thing, you know. So
people put fentanyl in weed now, isn't that crazy?
I went to 2 overdoses yesterday where we were pulling people out of cars. And happens all the time. Why didn't you ever get a driver's license?
I was ready because like in Detroit it's like different. They sent me something in the like letter in the mail saying I had like a permit.
But they never sent you a permit? That doesn't make any sense. They sent you a letter saying you have a permit, but then they didn't send a permit with it. Okay.
So I gotta identify you somehow because there's nothing even nothing even proving that what you're saying is who you are. You know what I mean? So in order to make sure you don't go to jail, because I can't tell who you are, I got to figure out who you are somehow that comes back.
We're gonna make sure you don't got some warrant for some crazy crime in Detroit or wherever, right? You're just giving us some random name because nothing's coming back on you. Even if you were issued a permit, there should still be some kind of a.
That's my identity. That's my ID. I got it, Ma. Hold on.
Ma'am, are you still on speaker?
Yeah, that's my mom.
I'm gonna just take your phone for a second, kind of cup it so I get some shade and maybe see the ID.
Why you lie to me? You're who you are. Why'd you lie to me? What's going on? You can't lie about this. You just lied about everything and it's recorded. The dates you wrote me, I didn't write it wrong. You said September, right? I got it written down, actually. I'm going to go bring it up.
Okay, I'm alright. Oh my God.
Now it's time to be honest, because now I'm not in a good mood.
Okay, because that's my little sister. She actually has a learning. I don't have a license at all.
Okay, so you lied to me in order to try and show that you have a permit. You don't have a license at all. This is who she actually is, and she lied about her middle name.
What's the picture that you sent me? The picture that you sent me is your little sister.
This is you. Yeah, she lied to us.
I'm sorry. I don't have a license yet.
Have to in my eyes.
Yeah.
What do you
I don't know
think?
if your mom's still on the phone or not. But
What do you think?
yeah.
Hello?
Is that?
This is who she actually is. So she provided me with September 9th, 2001, and the fake middle names.
Is there a number on that? Run her by that number just for dispatch.
225 Central. Can you copy Charlene's actual name that we found?
I'm sorry. I was. I think I'm gonna get arrested.
That's gonna be at Michigan. I'm gonna call Corey real quick. Let him down before we do.
Corey's his supervisor. He's calling his sergeant. So run it by.
Sorry. I don't have a license. She has like something, but I didn't want to get in trouble.
Bottom line is, you know, you shouldn't be driving.
So
Right?
she's been lying to me for the past 20 minutes. Yeah, false name to Ilio. There's weed in the car. She lied about weed in the car. I found that. She's lied the entire time. And yeah. No medical marijuana cards. She has an ID card only. And it appears to be suspended or whatever they're saying through dispatch. She's lied the whole time. So failure to identify, and I didn't look yet. They sent it to my TriTech. That sounds good? Okay, yes sir.
I'm sorry. Come on.
Here, let me have your phone. Let me have your phone. I want you to drop it.
Please, I swear, I'm so sorry. I thought. Oh no.
Why you lied to me? I wouldn't be doing this if you weren't lying.
I know. I'm so sorry. I won't do it again.
You were being cool the whole time. I wasn't hearing about the weed. Everything
I didn't know.
I told you right off the rip, just be chill.
I know. I'm sorry. I was gonna tell you. I'm so sorry. Please, please, I'm begging you. Oh my God. Can I talk to the sergeant?
I just did.
Okay, can I talk to him? Just to talk to him, please.
I already made the decision here.
I swear I won't do this anymore.
We'll put her on this side. Hang out for a second, okay? You have a good license, right?
Please, sir.
You have anything in your pockets or anything?
No. I don't have anything.
I don't think there's any.
Sir, please.
Is there anything inside your pants or anything like that? Third degree felony when we get to the jail.
No, come on, sir, please.
Lie to me way too long.
Listen. Okay, look, just let me talk for a second, please.
We're done. I gave you the benefit of the doubt for 30 minutes.
Oh, please. Oh my God, sir, why? Why?
You lied to me.
Listen.
You don't have a valid license. You got an ID card only. You tried to play me like I was silly. You didn't come back.
No.
You tried to trick me by having your sister show up as a valid license.
I know, 'cause
that's a crime. You lied to a law enforcement officer too, on top of the weed that I was going to be cool with. That's crazy. Can you believe that? So this is your driver's license back. This is a warning for you not wearing a seatbelt. I didn't write you a citation for it, okay?
Thank you.
And this is the case number associated with your warning. All right. It's also the same number associated with me taking your little nug of weed.
Okay.
All right. That's going to be put in for destruction as well. All right. So we're not just making it disappear.
So I gotta do something for that?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
No, you're not in trouble for that. I'm not charging you for your weed.
thank you.
All righty.
why did I have to